Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful Halloween wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're sitting here at $2.43. It looks like XRP might be starting to rebound with Bitcoin right now. But it's too early to say that this dip is over. It's too early to say we are about to break out from here. I want to see where XRP goes over the next 24 to 48 hours. It would be great to see XRP start to break out already. And you know, a lot of people are very frustrated right now. First of all, we had a Fed rate cut, and everybody thought, well, it's going to be a sell the news event. But then right after that, XRP should start to rebound. Combine that with the U.S.-China trade deal, we should already be moving up in price. But instead, the market kept falling back down, kept going even lower. But one thing I got to show you, if you go back to a year ago, Halloween 2024, we were literally sitting at 50 cents back then. And I told people back then, you got to buy now. A breakout is going to begin for XRP. But nobody believed it back then. Everybody was like, XRP's never going back above $1. It's never going to $2 or $3. But look at where we are right now. We're sitting above $2 still. And I know the breakout, when it happens, it's going to happen very quick. Anybody selling because it's a red day on XRP, you're going to regret it soon after. We are going to see XRP have a parabolic run. It's going to happen. When is it going to happen? Nobody really knows. Everybody's already talking about November. It's going to be the biggest month for crypto, but they said that about October. They said that about September and August and July and June. And it seems like every time we're waiting for something that could really get this market moving, it's delay after delay for anything that involves XRP. Oh, we're going to have XRP spot ETF filings. Okay, they all get filed and then they get delayed. But now at least we got a date for those. The first one, I believe, is November 13th. That's coming from Canary Capital. I'll talk more about that in this video. But you cannot get frustrated now. You cannot sell now. Why would you sell on a red day? Even if you bought your XRP above $3, you're still going to make money in this cycle. It's going to happen. And you know, the second that you sell, that's when the market really starts to turn around. I've had that happen to me way too many times in the past. Oh, I think I'm going to sell XRP now and maybe buy in at a cheaper price. Then all of a sudden, it rebounds. And then you're like, okay, this could be the breakout moment, that flip of the switch moment that everybody's talking about. So then you FOMO back in at an even higher price. The best thing you could do with XRP, buy it on the exchange, get it off the exchange, and then do nothing. And on red days, do nothing. If anything, buy more XRP at cheaper prices. Because any XRP you buy right now, you're going to make money off of that XRP. People act like XRP is going to zero every time the market turns red. And that's not the case. And look at Bitcoin. Back down under 110K. It's sitting just above 108K right now. And if you look at the Bitcoin chart and you look at the XRP chart, they look identical. And that's because we are still following Bitcoin. People haven't figured that out yet. It's the same reason the rest of the market is red right now. Everything is following Bitcoin still. Eventually, we will decouple from Bitcoin. When that happens, this whole market is going to change very fast. We're not going to be dumping out every time news drops. Oh, there's tariff talk. Oh, XRP is going to dip out. It's not going to work like that in the future because XRP is actually going to be utilized for its actual use case. Utility is going to be driving the price of XRP. That's what's going to cause the decoupling to happen. But again, we won't have true utility driving the price until we get regulations first. And like I said, President Trump says his meeting with Chinese President Xi was amazing. A lot of decisions were made. That definitely should have got the market moving upward. But like everybody sees it, no rate cuts, dump. Rate cuts, dump. Tariffs increase, dump. Tariffs decreased, still dump. Good news, dump. No news, dump. Bad news, super dump. Do we really deserve such a bull run? You know, it's like they want to shake out everybody that they possibly can before this market really takes off. It's like they got to shake out everybody that doesn't have the patience to make it through days like today. But it's not just you seeing it. Everybody sees it. I see it as well. And I get your frustration. Crypto Reviewing made a great post about this as well. I'm going to be honest, this market isn't making much sense. Trump had great news from his meeting with the Chinese president. The Fed announced QT ending. Gold just hit a new high. Stocks just hit a new all-time high. And so did many other assets. And how is crypto reacting? It's dumping. You start to realize the headlines don't drive this market anymore. People do. And the ones pulling strings aren't doing it for you and me. They've made the rules simple. Keep retail confused, impatient, and exhausted. Accumulate quietly while everyone else fights over scraps. Meanwhile, every other market is shining and crypto left behind again. It's not random. It's a psychological cycle. Distract the crowd with safe narratives while the bold ones quietly build conviction. Most won't notice it happening in real time. They'll just feel the fatigue, the frustration, the urge to walk away. And that's when the shift begins. Because history's never been kind to impatience. Every explosive move starts in silence. 2 or 3 candles later, everyone's suddenly early again. So if you're still here, keep perspective. You don't need to time perfection. You need to survive the noise. Use this void to build, to learn, to reconnect with why you started. Markets will come and go, but integrity and empathy outlast every cycle. Those who move with honesty and passion aren't chasing luck. They're preparing for inevitability. This cycle won't reward those who shout it the loudest over the next months. It'll reward those who cared enough to stay when no one else did. I thought that was great because that's what's happening right now in crypto. It's like the negativity and it's contagious. One person says, I'm selling my crypto. I'm getting out. I'm tired. I've had it with this space. Right away, somebody else echoes that. Then somebody else echoes it. And all of a sudden, you have a whole mass of people wanting to sell their crypto. Some of them actually sell their crypto. But some of those people that are saying that they're selling right now, in a month, maybe even a week from now, when the market's green again, they'll be telling you they never sold one XRP. Because what it is they want to vent their frustration. And people fall for it every single time. First red October in 7 years. Bitcoin. And there, right now, everybody's saying the same thing about Bitcoin. Expect it to go below 100K. Everybody expected October to be Uptober, but it went in the other direction. We still have today If the market stays green today, we could still finish out October in the green. Let's see what happens. This comes from Eleanor Tourette. Canary Funds has filed an updated S-1 for its XRP spot ETF, removing the delaying amendment that stops a registration from going auto-effective and gives the SEC control over timing. This sets Canary's XRP ETF up for a launch date of November 13th, assuming the NASDAQ greenlights the 8-A filing. Note, the government reopening could affect the timing, potentially moving it up if the filing is complete and the SEC is satisfied, or back if staff propose additional comments. However, it's worth noting that the SEC chair himself seems to be on board with companies taking advantage of the auto-effective method, while not commenting directly on the ETF launches. Paul Atkins said yesterday he was pleased to see companies like MapLight using the 20-day statutory waiting period to go public during the shutdown, praising the same legal mechanism Bitwise and Canary used to launch their Sol, HBAR, and Litecoin ETFs this week. So it looks like the possible launch date is now November 13th, unless something else happens first. I'm hoping the government reopens, and I'm hoping Atkins fast tracks all those XRP ETFs. But this is what Canary had to say about this. Take a listen.
The first question is the obvious one. How did you get these ETFs through at a time when the SEC and the federal government is shut down?
Well, Scarlett, thank you for having me. When the SEC approved the generic listing standards for cryptocurrencies back in September, that actually paved the way for what we're doing now. So those generic listing standards essentially opened up the exchanges to be able to launch any cryptocurrency, single token cryptocurrency ETF that actually has a futures market in the US for more than 6 months. So we were able to rely upon that rule to file these ETFs with no delay clause.
Now let's hope they get their XRP spot ETF approved as well. Let's hope it goes live on November 13th. But November's supposed to be another big month for crypto. So far, it looks like everything is on track for that to happen. BNB versus XRP. Here's how traders are playing these markets. The reason that this article that they wrote came out is because BNB flipped XRP and took the number 4 spot. It's going to be a temporary flippening, in my opinion. XRP is going to be the number 4 cryptocurrency once again, once it starts moving back up. And then it will go on to flip Ethereum eventually. And it'll go on to possibly flip Bitcoin in this run. This run is not over. Bitcoin's drop to 107K has triggered a surge in sub 100K price predictions, according to analysts from Sentiment. Like I said, everybody's expecting Bitcoin to go down as far as 70K. Now, if that was to happen, it's going to pull the rest of the market down with it. But then they're saying this huge reversal is going to take effect shortly after, bringing Bitcoin all the way back above 150K. I don't know. Nobody really knows what's going to happen next. Right now, everybody's putting out all this information because they're frustrated in what's happening with the market right now. But like I said at the beginning of this video, right now it looks like XRP is starting to rebound. Let's hope that rebound continues. Let's hope Bitcoin continues moving back up as well, bringing the rest of the market with it. But this video, I know I talked a lot in this video, but what it was is I want to reassure you that you're still going to make money even if you bought your XRP above $3. If you're new to this space and you bought over the past couple of months, over the past year, there's a chance that your portfolio might be down a little bit from where you bought your XRP. But there's no need to panic. Just do nothing and wait for it to happen. Because the same people last year, when I was telling people to buy at 50 cents, they were saying the same thing right now. They were frustrated back then. People watched XRP go sideways around 50 cents for years. They thought we were never going to see a break above $1 ever again. Most people just were giving up back then as well. And then what happened? XRP moved up to $3, above $3. Right now, it's still sitting above $2. The next breakout, we're going so much higher. Everybody's expecting a massive run-up on XRP. You could ask anybody in this space, they'll tell you the same thing. This run is not over. It hasn't even begun yet. Just stay patient until it happens. And until it happens, stay positive as well. And we'll get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. Once again, happy Halloween. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.